SpotLAX provides many amazing opportunities to go plane spotting. Today, we're going to be spotting on top the H Hotel rooftop during the opening Friday night party of SpotLAX 2024. We got so many cool wide bodies and special liveries, and I'm super excited for this. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get into the action, everybody. Welcome everybody to the SpotLAX 2024 Friday Night Roof Party plane spotting video. I hope each and every one of you are excited for this, as today we're going to catch many cool aircraft in conjunction with having a wonderful time. So I really hope each and every one of you are excited for this. Let's go ahead and scroll back to the beginning. Just want to give you all a fun little teaser there for what to expect, as we're going to see a bunch of really cool aircraft. So in this video, we're going to see aircraft from North America and beyond. So it's going to be really cool to check them all out, and I'll kind of give you some of the glimpses and peeks of what the rooftops like at the H Hotel if you've never been there, and just kind of a little bit of more insight on SpotLAX towards the end as well. That being said, let's just go ahead and dive right into the action. Beginning right here, we have a Delta Airlines Airbus A321 landing right here. It's November 373 Delta X-ray. You're going to find many of these here at Los Angeles, and also quite a few 757s, 737s, E175s, the whole fleet. None of this is surprising. I know that most of you know what flies in the LAX, but always nice to give a little bit of a tease if you don't know. Another common player here is Alaska and their Boeing 737s. This is an 800, and you can see that I was kind of far back. That bottom half right there is actually the glass off the rooftop, so that obviously nobody falls off, which is great. So yeah, that's what that is. But I was standing like in the middle of the roof somewhere and still want to get a shot, so definitely still can edit that out, but kind of cool to still be able to get that. And then coming in hot and heavy, we made it just in time to catch the Lufthansa Boeing 747-8i. So this is one of the toughest aircraft to catch in North America. There are some airports though, like Miami, Chicago, and LAX, that you can catch it at, but it's not at every single airport. You'll find more Airbus 350s and 787s for Lufthansas. So anytime you catch one of these, I think it's definitely worth highlighting. So feeling really fortunate to get the Lufthansa 747. This is Delta Alpha Bravo Yankee Romeo in the old livery. So really cool to get this aircraft, and is quite an awesome talent show. Everybody lined up. I think there was already, like, I'm just approximating, maybe over 50 people up there, and we were still 2 hours away from the start of the rooftop party, which was really cool. So there was so many with cameras, and we all lined up against that glass to get really cool shots of the 747. So it was really nice, and as you can tell, they came out really well. So still got some leveling to do and touch-up editing, but this is a really cool catch, and definitely one of my favorites from SpotLAX this year. So feeling really fortunate to catch it, and I've been eyeing a really good shot of one from the roof. So this is great. You can see the marks there on the L1 and L2 doors, so that's pretty cool as well. But anyway, coming into land, another really cool component of the H Hotel, if you don't know, is that it overlooks not only downtown Los Angeles, but also into the Burbank realms as well. It was a little hazy on the days that I was there during SpotLAX 2024. So in the foreground, you can see buildings, but it's a little bit tough to see. Those are Burbank. That's the Burbank skyscrapers. So, well, they're not skyscrapers, but the Burbank skyline rather. So kind of cool that you can get those in the shots, especially when it's not as hazy. But anyway, you can see down to the ground of these aircraft landing. In fact, I think we get pretty cool shots here, and of them banking in and maneuvering the wind and other such factors, which is pretty cool. So a couple of buildings on its way down here, and you can also get the in and out as well. Unfortunately, my view got a little cut off on this aircraft because there were so many people. I couldn't get right up against the glass, so I did my best to get on tippy toes and get over it so I could get some really good shots. But anyway, I'll show you kind of what the touchdown scene looks like here in a moment when we have a good example for that. So anyway, though, looking really great and really cool to catch it. So here's exactly what we're talking about. You can also see aircraft taking off on runway 24 left, and here's a beautiful Asiana Airlines Airbus A380 getting ready to go. There are vantage points where you can get full wide bodies in the frames. I know there's a couple palm trees there, but I got the best spot that I could because, again, it's really congested, which there are gaps, so you can definitely find openings if you want to take pictures, of course, like what I'm doing here. So it's not impossible if you can't tell. But anyway, Hotel Lima 7641 is the aircraft of duty today, and it's really cool to get these awesome angles. So I love this spot for those reasons, and it really does a great job to show you the landscape of what's going on around here as well. So really awesome images to be had, and the lighting was honestly pretty good for this time of day. The lighting will get progressively worse as the sun sets a little bit to the west-northwest, but all day in the winter after the time change and before it, the lighting is wonderful from the H Hotel, so keep that in mind. Enough rambling though. Here's the JetBlue 321. I think this is an LR. It might be a Neo. I'm not sure, but anyways, it's got the streamer's tail. It's November 2105 Juliet, and I think it says is that a Neo? I can't see the phrasing from here. I got sunblast on my monitor, so apologies. But anyway, it looks really cool regardless, and here's kind of some good examples of what they look like perspectively speaking. So it's pretty cool to get all the various features in these shots, which is one of my favorite parts about spotting from the H Hotel roof, and really fun to say the least. Frontier, here's their Airbus A320 Neo. It's Miracle the Seagull. So Frontier now flies to Los Angeles, which is huge. They flew here till 2019 or 2020, I think is when they terminated, but they are back and better than ever, as I literally got multiple pictures of 2 Frontiers in one shot, and I have a screenshot of 4 Frontiers on the ground at once. So they're only flying like 6 routes, but they fly them multiple times a day. So that's super cool to see all these frequencies that Frontier now has, and I think they're really making their market known here at LAX, which is big time because Frontier is an affordable option, and most of their flights I saw this weekend were on time, so that's great. And providing more options for consumers is always best, lower fares. So that's exactly what we have here with the Seagull. So really cool to get this aircraft coming in, and I'm very happy to see Frontier here. It definitely adds some really nice contrast to the lineups, as Frontier has some of the coolest liveries out there. So feeling very fortunate to catch this Airbus A320 Neo on this day, so that's really cool. Fiji is also flying to LAX. I believe this is their only US city right now, plus Vancouver, I think, for North America, but they are starting Dallas December 10th, so that's cool. But anyway, Fiji is always a highlight to catch at LAX. It was landing on the south runway, so I didn't get the best picture, but I still caught it, so I was happy about that. And then we got Delta. They are flying a couple CRJ 700s in the LAX right now, a change from last year, so that's pretty cool, with 738 Sierra Kilo, so that's very cool. And then we got JetBlue, and their new livery was so much fun to see this year more often at LAX. Here's this one in Along Come Blue, and this aircraft is touching down there with the orange fence tips. So I really love the livery. I think it's quite awesome standout, and I think this sequence of aircraft really shows why LAX is so much fun, and Spot LAX in general. You know, it's not boring, it just keeps coming in, and then you get your occasional normal break like this Delta Connection ERJ 175, but then I'm sure we'll be on to a Qatar A350. So proves my point, and definitely cool to see all the amazing aircraft that are coming in, and it gets even better. ITA Airways on their Airbus A350-900 is coming in with a beautiful blue color to add some awesome contrast to the sky. I love this livery. It's one of my favorites, hands down. It's Echo India India Foxtrot Alpha. I can't complain with how good this aircraft looks. I mean, it's just so nice, and overall it is quite beautiful. So what a great looking aircraft. It is so man, that's great. The beacon there, the blue, just illuminated all throughout the fuselage. How can you complain with that? It is truly a miraculous aircraft, and really wonderful, and overall it looks really nice. So that's really cool with the Burbank skyline, and it's looking really nice. There's a really good view of the Burbank skyline. You can see many of the buildings that can be found over there, and they also have a very neat airport. So hope to fly in there one day. But anyway, feeling very fortunate to get the ITA. That is a really great catch, and so glad I landed on the north side. The majority of the international heavies do, I'd say 75% of them. There's a couple like Latam, Fiji. What's the other one? It's Level. A couple of those will land on the south side, but that's just to be given. Now, the cargo heavies do land on the south side, so those are heavies that land down there. But as of for the international commercial flights, all over here for the most part. And I was able to get a terrible touchdown shot, but that's all right because we were just having fun, and I already got some good ones. So following it up with another A350, however, the 1000 variant this time, it's Qatar Airways, and these are a little bit less of priority. You can see these almost anywhere: Dallas, Chicago, New York, Los Angeles. You know, even airports like, what's the smaller one? Orlando would be another. So it's still a great catch, though. Very happy to get it, and it's quite an awesome looking aircraft. So the Antelope always looks great, and glad to have the Model 2. So what a strong offering that is. Back to our occasional break here, Delta 737-800. Not as many Scimitar ones as I expected, but hey, it's not a problem. And then we get back to our specials. Here's the Alaska West Coast Wonders 737 MAX 9. Hands down, one of my favorite special liveries out there. I actually paused during taking pictures because there was a Gemini 200 Alaska West Coast Wonders box. So I actually got a picture on my phone of the box of the model plus the actual real life plane. I thought that was too cool. So that's why I took a break. But I still got a good one with this one right here. I'm regretting it a little bit. I probably should have took a couple more because that one's not very good. But hey, I got some, so I can't complain with it too much. Plus the iPhone shot that I was going for. So put it in the denoiser. It will all be okay. So overall looking really great, and very happy to catch the Alaska MAX 9 West Coast Wonders. Looking super strong, and as it touches down there, very cool aircraft, and a little bit of haste, but it's going down slowly but surely. United brings in plenty of flights, and quite a few of them land on the south side. However, we do have some on the north side, like the 737-800 right here. And then China Airlines bringing in their Airbus A350. This might be my best China Airlines shot to date, which is super exciting. They also have a really neat flight to the Ontario airport, so that's really cool. The only Trans-Pacific flight that I know of out of Ontario. I know that they have Volaris, but anyway, cool to see this flight right here. This is a really nice shot, and again, feeling very fortunate to finally catch them, as normally they can come in early, really bad times in the morning, or really late at night. So getting it here at this time of day was great. So once again, feeling very fortunate to get it here in LAX, providing every opportunity in the books. So that's why Spot LAX is a wonderful event for plane spotters. And here is a China Eastern cargo, maybe, or one of those 777 freighter. just flew over the airport to come back to land on the south side. So during the Proud Bird event, we'll be able to catch all those. So stay tuned for more information on that later in the video. Here's the Delta Airlines Airbus A320 landing in, looking super strong, and it's quite a gorgeous looking plane. So really happy to see that. And here's a Virgin Atlantic Airbus A350-1000. You can see, I think, these 2 or 3 times a day at LAX depending on the season, which is pretty great. So what a nice looking plane. I love their livery. Still can't believe I got to fly these Virgin A350-1000s. It was so cool. Awesome time, really great experience, and the product is really great. So very awesome to get to fly Virgin Atlantic A350. Really enjoyed that. Here's a Spirit Airbus A320. Spirit has a large presence here, we know that. So very cool to catch them here with the filled-in titles, which is not as common. So very happy to see that. Norse making their presence known. Here's their Boeing 787-9 looking super strong here. What a great looking plane. Love the livery. It's nice and simple, but always great to get a catch on it here. And the wide bodies just continue. And I love this north side spotting. The H Hotel just provides so many opportunities, and the longer days also are helpful for more daylight. Japan Airlines going on their 787-9 or 8, whichever one this is. They got plenty of flights a day, so you'll see several of those 787s, and then some normal traffic, of course, because why not? Now we're on to our next A350. It's Scandinavian Airlines this time, and love the SAS new livery. Lighting's getting a little bit progressively worse, but add some shadows, put it through the denoiser, it will be fine. I think their livery is really cool. I really like the gray color that they chose to go with for the scheme. It looks really cool. So ultimately another really great offering, and this one's definitely looking really strong. So very happy to see it right here as it glides in here for its arrival here at LAX. Qantas with the A380. Normally this lands on the north side. Of this particular case, it's landing on the south side, so that was a little surprising, but it was afternoon. So you can see all the spotters getting after it too, and I got the best I could considering how far away it was, so we'll take it. Air France Airbus E350 heading back to Paris. They fly like 4 or 5 times a day. You can find 777, A350, whatever you want. There's a Delta Airbus A320, plenty of normal traffic too. We're about to have Emirates. They were extremely late on this day, so glad to get a really cool shot of them. So here it comes, the Airbus A380-800. Love the aircraft. It looks super cool. I think they did a really good job with the strategy for Emirates and obviously the region in the world that they chose to go all out for the A380 in, and I think that it proved quite powerful for routes like this. So very critical, very cool to see it. It is quite a wonderful looking plane. So ultimately a very awesome catch that I'm very happy to acquire here in the catalog because Emirates is great. Delta Airlines Airbus A321neo. This is another cool catch as more and more of these begin to make their rounds in the fleet. We'll see one during the static display over there at the ramp visit on Saturday. So stay tuned for that video. Here is a United Boeing 787-9 in the Evo Blue livery. Really cool looking aircraft right here. It looks awesome. I love the Evo Blue scheme, so cool to see right there. Got an American A321 with the Sharklet logo, so that is also really cool. 102 November is the registration there. Very cool to see that they're adding logos to all their mainline aircraft with winglets. And then we have the Korean Air Airbus A380 making its presence known. So always great to get Korean here. It's Hotel Lima 7627. So one of the coolest wells out there by far. You can see how they've kind of put some different panels on it over time and how it's got wore out, but it's a workhorse and it's what we love to see. So what a great looking aircraft right there. It undoubtedly is one of the prettiest out there. Everybody thinking of the Pepsi logo, of course, but we have to make our presence known with that aircraft. So once again, very cool catch and very happy to get it here on this day. And here's what those touchdown shots kind of look like. And then we have a really cool catch right here, possibly one of my favorites, the Star Alliance livery of the Singapore Airlines Boeing 777-300ER. I've never seen this one, so really cool to catch it. I think the Star Alliance livery with the all-white tail is definitely different, but I think it looks really cool. I think this might have been only my second or third time seeing the one with the white tail, so really cool to get this aircraft. I think it landed on the south side before I arrived on this day, so couldn't get the landing, but the takeoff is just as good. So really happy to get it. What a cool looking airplane and very unique there on the tail. I think it's quite cool. So yeah, really taking that one in, really cool. So very happy to get that. Here we go back to our Asia arrivals with the ANA Boeing 787-9, looking super strong. Of course, awesome to always get those. United 737-900ER with a little bit of wear on the door there. We got Swoop on their 737-800, so these are still hanging around despite operating for WestJet now. And there, speaking of WestJet, there's the 737-700, so quite well timed and very happy to see WestJet going strong here on the 700. We'll be seeing more new livery soon. Plenty of FedEx 767s on the south side of the ramp, and here comes Allegiant on their Airbus A319. Very cool to see. Glad that Allegiant has good spokes here at LAX. And then we have the Air New Zealand Boeing 777 landing on the south side there. Another one that can go either way depending on the flow, but looking strong in there. And ultimately quite a wonderful looking aircraft. One of the coolest catches for sure at Los Angeles International Airport without a doubt, is the Lufthansa Airbus A380. So this time it was the old livery. I previously got the new livery, so really happy to get the old one. It looks really great here in the light. Got the fan blades illuminated a little bit, and just take a moment to really take it in. What a cool aircraft coming in from Munich. It is quite a unique route there to have such a large aircraft operating that. So I think it's really cool. I definitely am excited to see how long they'll do this for, but for now it is permanent. So very happy to see it. It is always a highlight to see the Emirates, or sorry, any A380, but obviously we went full fire. We've seen Asiana, we've seen Emirates, we've seen, that was the other one that we saw, Korean. Now we've seen Lufthansa. So getting them all in, and Qantas on the south side, of course, but that shows you how many A380s are over on this side. So feeling very fortunate for that. That's a great catch, and very happy to see Lufthansa. Everybody was so excited for it as it arrives into LAX. As we transition to the special liveries, TWA on the south side going strong there for American. Most of their narrow bodies land over there. And then we get Alaska back on the north side with the 737 MAX 9 coming in strong. So looking great. Another Frontier. This is the, I can't, is Beluga? Well, I can't see what that says. It's not Beluga. I think it's like Belzaw. Well, I can't see. Anyway, 320 Neo looking very nice. Very cool to see it. And another really great occurrence of Frontier. There was the double Frontier shot I was talking about. And this was a 321 Neo that landed on the other side. So that really shows you how many Frontiers you can find. But again, the more competition, the better. Get them in here. Get as many flights as possible. Delta A321 Neo looking strong. And here's a global. I think this is 7500. So a little bit of GA at LAX. You'll see more on the other side too. So that's great. Delta 767-300 ERs. These still go pretty strong here at LAX. So happy to see that. Along with the SkyWest E175 for American. Most of these land on the other side, but cool to finally get it over here. 514 Sierra Yankee. And another Alaska example over here too. Same song, second verse. Also want to mention that most of these main lines that park on the south side will go over there. It just depends on the direction of flight and also how congested LAX is on select day. Here's a beautiful Gulfstream. This one's really cool. Looks like the back two windows are bigger than the first four, so that's kind of a cool difference. Spirit on the other side as the light starts, is better over here at this point on this runway. So you'll see a couple more shots from over here now. Alaska 737-900 ER looking super nice. Very cool to catch that. Along with the EVA Airboat 777-300 ER coming in from Taipei. Love the EVA Air livery. I think it's really cool. Fortunate to have that model now and representing memories exactly like this. So it's quite a cool flight. I think they fly it twice a day maybe, or somewhere in there. So definitely a strong market there for them and going after it. So that's what we love to see. Air Canada 737 MAX 8. You'll see a handful of these as well because Air Canada has a nice spokes here at LAX. And the Sun Country old livery 737-800. Just a couple flights in from MSP, but of course they're keeping their market known. I love these shots where the fan blades are illuminated. They look quite nice to help out the lighting a little bit. So happy to catch that along with the Swiss International Boeing 777-300 ER. I think they operate 2 or 3 times a day as well. So looking quite awesome. Just saw this one in a Chicago spotting video that I made, Juliet November Bravo. So kind of cool to now see it here at LAX, which is really great. So happy to see that. That's awesome. Looking strong. United 787-9 looking really great. Glad to get a couple of these on the north side, and there's an old livery one for good measure. So very cool. On the hunt for a new livery -8 in the future. Here is a China Southern Cargo 777 freighter. Once again, at Proudbird, we'll catch all of those, so stay on the lookout. Air France Airbus E350-900 coming in. And we got a Southwest 737. Now, long last, they do land, trust me. They're mainly over here, but we just haven't seen them for a little bit. So more coming up. JetBlue Airbus A321 going really strong. Love the prism tail, so cool to see that. Finnair coming in with their Airbus A350-900. So yet another really cool offering right here. Fan blades are fully illuminated. These aircraft are super fun. So great to see it, and quite a nice simple livery. Here's another Virgin Atlantic, the 787-9 this time. Great that they have some aircraft variety on that route, and Southwest going strong with their hub and spoke. I have flown 785 Sierra Whiskey twice before, so very cool to catch it here at this point. Didn't even realize. Delta 767-300 ER going strong. Very nice. 1090 Delta November with the huge winglets. Super cool. More United wide bodies as they finally start to arrive in. Another 787-9, which then takes us into Condor arriving from Frankfurt on the A330-900 Neo with the blue stripes. One of the coolest liveries out there. It has really grown on me. I wasn't a huge fan at first, admittingly, but it's certainly grown on me quite a bit. So very happy to see that. Plus the winglets looking strong. So love the vantage point, and very cool to get Condor on this afternoon at LAX. Okay, let the computer load up a little bit. Next up, we have a Spirit Airbus A321neo. We saw a handful of those, so great to get them as they're really good looking planes. A Delta 737-900ER, finally seen some more consistent mainlines. There's the United 737-800 and British Airways on their Airbus A380 coming in. Very happy to see that. Wasn't sure if I was going to see one or not, but here it is right here. So very cool to see it. Obviously, light was a little bit harsher, but again, add some shadows, just have some fun with it. The point was the party at this point. We've already done a really great amount of spotting, so hey, the pictures, it adds some character to it. Delta 175 looking strong. And we got a United Airbus A321neo, my first time catching one here. So very happy to see that. And they'll have a large market at LAX, I'm sure. So very excited for what's to come. And again, these international wide bodies can split pretty often. Level when we were at Proudbird the next day, went to the south side. In this case, it came to the north side. So here's a level Airbus A330-200, obviously filling in for Iberia. I really like their scheme. I think it's really cool. So awesome, get some variety there, and they continue to do what they do best. Here's the United 737-900ER, also looking wonderful. As we continue to go through the evening, there might be a few less pictures because of how much is going on, but I still took as many as I could. Like the ANA Boeing 787-9 landing in, looking awesome. Very happy to see it. And then that takes us into our next aircraft, which is this Alaska MAX 9. We saw it on the north side landing. Now it's here on the south side taking off. Plenty of FedEx 767s. If you like those, you'll like LAX. And then we got an Asiana cargo Boeing 747 freighter coming in to land. I think it was coming in from Seoul. Very cool flight, so very happy to see it. Aer Lingus Airbus E330 coming in pretty late here into LAX, so cool to see that. And the Asiana cargo landing in, as we were talking about. Not the prettiest shots, but hey, some good character. A Delta Airbus A330-900neo. Very happy to see this one. That's a really cool catch. And we're starting to lose our light, but we still have some cool catches to get real quick, including this Qantas Airbus A330, one of the few airports in North America you can see it, if not the only one. So feeling very fortunate to catch it here. It's a great looking aircraft with the old titles and whatnot. And we got some really cool sunset shots, including that aircraft taking off. And then this Air France A350 turned out really great. Very happy about it. So take a look at this right there. There it is. What an awesome silhouette there. I know it wasn't right on the sun, but hey, it's cool to get some different vantage points and whatnot. So that's a raw shot. Very happy with it. Very cool. And there it goes off into the sunset. Turkish coming in at their normal time with the Boeing 777-300ER. So that was really cool. And kind of regretting I wasn't able to get more shots of the Air China Boeing 777, but hey, it's okay. We'll get it next time. So very happy to still catch it in some capacity. And obviously I made a nice recovery there because I wasn't checking the radar. I was just having fun. Southwest 737 taking off. And this one, I got the best jello shot I could. Going to take a bunch of editing to pull that out, but I think that it's definitely a foundation to work with. So very happy to get definitely a very neat shot there. So very nice to see that. As we continue throughout, we have two more Frontiers, Chloe the Deer Fawn, and I can't tell what the other one is, maybe an owl of sorts. So cool to get both those in a shot. And once again, a bunch of frequencies for Frontier. I can only imagine that they're going to keep adding them as much as they can. So great to see it. Okay, sunset with various planes on the ramp, including both those 777s. A WestJet MAX 8 in the old livery was pretty cool. Singapore Airlines Airbus A350-900. Very nice to see this following that 777. So what a wonderful aircraft with a great product. Very excited to get that video out in the near future. And we have the China Southern 777-300ER obviously coming here towards the night hours, but also get some pretty good shots of it considering that there was not much light to work with. So very happy about that as it comes in for landing. So very cool. WestJet 737 MAX right here in the new livery. So cool to get another new livery. And the computer doesn't want to load. There we go. That's it right there. So how about that? So I really hope all of you enjoyed this spotting session at Los Angeles International Airport. The H Hotel is a great place to do plane spotting and definitely a bunch of really cool planes to see. So let's go over a couple of items on the agenda real quick as for Spot LAX content. So what I'm going to do is once a month until Spot LAX 2025, I'm going to post a video about Spot LAX, and then the preparation videos will come out as well. So I'll probably do about 3 to 4 preparation videos for the upcoming event, and I will do my best to get the schedule at a much more prompt time so I can do the last preparation video a little bit more fittingly than what I did with the last set, so I apologize about that. But anyway, you can expect videos for I'm going to do this year. I'm going to cover all the spotting locations I haven't already in their own videos. So I'll be covering the H Hotel, In-N-Out, Proudbird, and Imperial Hill. I'll be making videos for each and every location just to show the really cool place you can go plane spotting LAX. But on top of that, I'll be making videos for, I already did this one, the Friday night spotting on the rooftop, and then we'll have the Saturday ramp visit, That's going to be super exciting. We'll also have plane spotting from that ramp visit as well. We'll have Cranky Dorkfest, and then we'll have Proudbird on Saturday night with the spotting element, of course, and then Sunday plane spotting as well. So there'll be a bunch of really cool videos to cover SpotLAX. So I'm really excited about all these, and I hope each and every one of you are as well, to bring more awareness to this amazing event, but not only that, to also bring more knowledge to you if you don't know about these really cool spotting locations at Los Angeles International Airport. It's hands down one of my favorite airports to spot at, and I really enjoyed it, and I think many of you will as well. So definitely consider the 2025 event with dates coming soon. I'll make a video as soon as we have those. But nevertheless, I really hope you enjoyed this spotting at Los Angeles International Airport. Super excited to be getting these out consistently. There's a bunch of great spots and cool planes to see, so we'll be checking out them all, and I really hope each and one of you are excited for them. With that being said, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do you love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.